Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Raw Survival series where I try to create COD Zombies in Minecraft, well at least my version. And in this episode we're going to go over this build you see behind me and some UI plans for the future. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, I thought I would show you my ideas with the UI, and it's going to be very similar to COD. And I'm going to have a massive amount of help from a colleague named Ryzen. He is the absolute UI GOAT that I know of, and I'm just so thankful and happy that he's going to contribute in this COD Zombie remake. It's just going to be so much better because of him now. I mean, and Majestic Butter, he's also doing things too. So it's pretty much a three-man team on this project. But majority is handled by me, but I am so thankful for the goats and helping me. But regardless, so I'm just going to talk about it. So if you've played Call of Duty or COD Zombies, it looks very similar to this. So on the bottom left side, this is where like your perks would be. Just so ignore these images. These are just templates. These images are actually for the power-ups. And I mean, they're rough drafts too, but you know, you have the ×2, insta-kill, the meat grinder, max ammo, and the nuke. So those are just the templates, and they'll spawn like right here, as you see right above the hotbar, and the perks will just be over there, and you'll get them progressively. And the round counter in the bottom left, just like COD, and the hotbar. So my idea with the hotbar, guys. So you'll have your two main inventory slots right here. This will be your primary and your secondary, and this third purple outlined one will be faded away. Until you get the perk called Strapped. I'm calling the Strapped. That's like Mule Kick in Call of Duty. Strapped just gives you a third gun slot, and that will allow you to have 3 guns rather than 2 or whatever. You know what I mean? And the middle slot right here will be for grenades. That will be your grenade slot. And this one right here, this blue one, will be a custom item. I don't want to spoil it, but you're gonna have to do something to unlock this item right here. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I've got a lot of plans for this project, guys. And the right side will be your tools, so like your hammer will probably be right here. And if you're playing multiplayer, you'll have like a syringe to revive your teammate. Or if you're solo, you'll have to buy the quick revive perk, and you'll get that syringe, so you can stab yourself with the syringe later on whenever we get there. And of course, ammo counter moved further to the right, and the scoreboard will stack accordingly. Like if you have multiple players, it will be wait, did I have that on here actually? Oh, I do. Let me do like that. So yeah, solo, as you can see, it will be just like COD. It will be color coordinated. It will be white for the host, and then blue, and so on, blue, orange, green. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the UI, guys. This is pretty much finalized. So the XP bar will actually be your health. So I'm gonna have each one represents how many times you can be hit. So say you, obviously self-explanatory, you get hit 3 times, you're dead. And the last 3 are darkened out like this, and that's because when you get Juggernaut, it will increase your health by 2, literally ×2 it. So you take 6 hits rather than just 3. And that may change. I mean, that sounds like a lot in COD. It's only a handful. I just have to experiment and see how the gameplay goes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the UI plans, guys. Let's get into the map. So your boy's been busy this week. I've made a ton of progress with the map, the design, the ideas. They're just flowing, guys. The ideas, the build, it's just all coming together. Is it turning out exactly what I had envisioned? Not exactly. I wanted to do something smaller for the first map, you know, just to see how everything functions. But you know what? Go big or go home, am I right? There's no turning back now. I just have so many ideas, guys. It's just insane the amount of things I want to do. I'm not going to go over every single thing because this video would be insanely long. And I don't want to spoil everything. I want you guys to figure things out for yourself for the most part, and go from there, you know what I mean? But first things first, let's talk about this obvious growth, this cancerous growth with these like weird wire or poles. This is all work in progress, as you know. So this isn't finalized by any means, but so my idea is like these represent like different sections of the map that you need to turn on, basically. So like think of like a power switch in COD Zombies, kind of similar, but it's using some like demonic crystals that are buried in crypts. That's my idea. Yes, there's a there's a bunch of storyline driven things that I've been thinking of. I am a very story-driven person. When I start making things, I start imagining like scenarios and things like that. So you have to bear with me. Some of it will be cringe, but whatever. I don't care. It's what I like to do. But yeah, so there would be like, imagine like wires dangling from here to the poles, and they will lead to different sections of the map that you'll obviously need to unlock to get to, and they will lead to, you know, like a crypt of some weird stuff happening down there. And each section will, there's going to be, let's see, there's going to be the spawn building, which is the church or the cathedral, whatever you want to call it. And then this big open area that's going to be, you know, just like the hub for the map, where you're going to get to like all the different sections. So there's going to be a green section. I'm labeling them with just like glass, so you know like which section you are in. Like if you're playing with your buddies and you guys spread out and you say, oh, I'm over in the orange section or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point of that. So there's a green, orange, yellow, and blue, and they're going to be separated by different things. So, you know, like in a typical cemetery, you have like the big dogs, the top dogs that have all the money. So they're going to have like the fancy tombstones that you see over here, and the crypts and whatnot. And then over here, you'll have like the typical tombstones, like the average Joe, like you and I would have. Because we're nothing special. And we don't have billions of dollars. Okay, anyways, but so what I was going to do with these, I was actually going to, so these are obviously just templates or placeholders for what will actually be here. So there'll be like actual tombstones with like crosses and stuff. And I'm going to put my Patreon names on these tombstones. So if you're a patron and you want to be a part of this map, or, I mean, if you want to be a part of this map, just become a patron, and you'll have your name forever engraved on some of these tombstones. Just a little incentive and a cool thing, because without my Patreon tester, specifically the tester group, you guys are going to be coming in clutch for all the game testing and play testing that will be needed for this massive scale of a project. And, of course, you guys will have early access and all that good jazz. But, yeah, let's go on to the next thing, and that's going to be the interior. So let me just go ahead and fly over here. And the interior, it's looking pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely not finalized by any means. It's very empty still. So this is where the player will spawn. They'll probably spawn like on this block over here. And they just will kind of be like, what the heck is going on? So my idea with like the theme, so yeah, obviously you're in a cathedral, and my idea is going to be it's like run down, broken. So it's very pristine right now. Eventually there'll be like holes in the walls and like the ceilings, and yeah, it's getting there, guys. It's definitely getting there. And these chairs, they match the same color as the planks, and they're not going to be this like compact in here. I just wanted to see what it would look like. And they look pretty cool in my opinion. They're very basic, just basic chairs. But these are the same color as the barriers because they're going to be like scattered in different positions and broken and disassembled, because like you have to like imagine like how are you rebuilding this with no wood? Well, the wood's coming from all of these chairs and cabinets and whatever else I decide to put in here. As far as like the other, so imagine this theme is like medieval mixed with like World War II. So I'm gonna add a couple World War II weapons as wall buys, just cause I don't know, it's like a typical COD thing to do. And these lanterns, they're not gonna be lanterns. They're gonna be like a 1940 like lamp. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be like a retrofitted, like revamped cathedral. Like someone was in here messing with something that they shouldn't have, which is why there's a demonic portal ripping up the place. But yeah, regardless, guys, so there's going to be a few rooms and there's going to be different perks. So the quick revive will be over there. That will be represented by the blue diamond blocks. And I may put like a speed swiftness perk in here or something. I don't know. And yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to really talk about. I'm not really good at this stuff, guys. But I'm just gonna kind of fly through and tell you what the idea is for all this. Like these bamboo planks are representing like a possible box location, like a mystery box. And yeah, and there's also going to be another underground section. There's so many ideas, guys, that are flowing. It's just flowing. There's going to be a ton of detail. If you didn't know by now, I love to cram as much detail as possible into every single thing I do. So like you'll see a bunch of cool custom blocks and textures and anything I can think of, guys. It is insane. The amount of things I want to do. I don't want to spoil it, like I said. I want you guys to experience it for yourself and just figure it out. But yeah, so if you haven't noticed yet, the moon, it has a blood moon going on, a blood moon eclipse. And it's not going to always look like that. There will be specific things happening when that happens. So you know how there's like a dog round in COD Zombies, or like a unique round every few rounds. I'm going to do something like that with the blood moon. And my idea, there's going to be like skeleton ghosts that come out of the ground and like fly around and harass you and try to kill you. That's my idea with like my version of a dog round. Is it finalized? No, I haven't even started. It's just jotting down ideas, guys. Who knows what's going to happen? And yeah, there's going to be a bunch of scripted events and like just random events happening. So like a random event that could happen. Check this out, guys. I think this is really cool. It will start to rain blood. Yes, it will be even cooler once I start implementing like pools of blood. Like you imagine like when the zombie dies, you know, there's like pools of blood when they die. So imagine stuff like that happening when a thunderstorm starts to happen. And this will just randomly happen. It's not going to be like a determined thing. Or maybe it will. I don't know. But I for sure will make it rain blood, because why not? It's I think it's very cool. But yeah, guys, I don't really know what else to talk about. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm very excited for this project, and progress has been absolutely killer. And I don't know what else to talk about. I guess that's gonna do it, guys. I know not much was went over this week. But you know, this building, it takes a long time, and I'm building this all on Bedrock. I'm not building on Java. And I kind of wish I did a time-lapse of this. Would have been cool to see it from start to finish. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. Without further ado, I hope you have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.